Paul, QQQ, I mean, it's one of those ticker symbols. You hear it once, you never forget it. I mean, it's so memorable. I'm sure that most of this audience has heard of QQQ, but what are the Qs exactly?
Sure. Great question. Thanks for having me, Ed. Yeah. So, as Ed alluded to, the Qs is one of the most widely known tickers out there in the world right now, but diving a little bit deeper into it, the Qs is just an exchange-traded fund passively managed. It tracks the NASDAQ 100 index, which is comprised of the 100 largest non-financial companies listed on the NASDAQ stock exchange. And really what we've seen throughout the years, it's been made up of highly innovative companies that really have performed well.
So is there this connection then between innovation and performance for the companies that it tracks?
Yeah, so I think most recently this confluence of performance and innovation is really illustrated well, obviously, through the Mag 7, NVIDIA as well. But I mean, if we take a look back before, it was Mag 7, it was Fan Mag. Before Fan Mag, it was FANG. So we've gone through all these different iterations of these very specific group of companies that investors are interested in. And why is that? Well, these companies have been highly innovative and have provided a great source of growth for portfolios and obviously have really disrupted many different industries. It just so happens that we've seen a lot of these companies within QQQ throughout the years, and we really like to try to quantify what innovation is. In our opinion, it's been used in many different applications throughout the years, and we feel it's important to put some numbers and figures behind it. And we do that at Invesco by looking at research and development spending. And we see your average NASDAQ 100 company, QQQ company, outspending your average S&P 500 company, outspending your average Russell 1000 growth company on research and development. So really pushing innovation going forward.
That's interesting. So there's a connection between R&D and sort of the culture of the company, revenues, and then ultimately the return to the investor.
Exactly. So what we like to see and what we have seen is that this extra spend on research and development really has led to fundamental growth. And, as we all know, fundamentals is what really drives stock performance. And the strong fundamental growth where we've seen earnings, revenue, and dividend growth outpace that of the S&P 500, of the Russell 1000 growth, has obviously led to the strong performance we've seen from the Qs throughout the years.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you.